Once upon a time, in the year 1794, a quiet rebellion unfolded in the countryside of western Pennsylvania, an event that would become known as the Whiskey Rebellion. As you settle into the warmth and comfort of your bed, allow yourself to be transported back to this historic moment, where a story of defiance, resilience, and the pursuit of freedom unfolded. In the aftermath of the American Revolutionary War, the newly formed United States of America faced numerous challenges, including the task of funding its debts. To alleviate this burden, the federal government levied a tax on distilled spirits, which primarily impacted the whiskey producers in the western frontier regions. These hard-working farmers saw this tax as an unfair burden that threatened their livelihoods and individual freedoms. As tensions grew, the farmers of western Pennsylvania organized themselves to resist the tax. They viewed it as a violation of their rights, reminiscent of the oppressive taxation that had sparked the American Revolution. Their voices began to rise in unison, echoing through the hills and valleys of the region. Picture the rugged landscape of western Pennsylvania with its rolling hills and dense forests. The spirit of resistance permeates the air as the farmers gather in meetings and town squares to voice their discontent. They feel a deep connection to the values of liberty and self-determination that had propelled the revolution just years before. Leading this rebellion was a man named David Bradford, a respected lawyer and community leader. He emerged as a figurehead for the resistance, organizing meetings and encouraging non-compliance with the tax. The farmers, armed with their determination and a shared sense of injustice, began to take a stand against the government's encroachment upon their freedoms. As you close your eyes, envision the scenes unfolding before you. See the farmers banding together, their voices united in their quest for justice. Hear the impassioned speeches as they express their grievances and rally their fellow citizens to join the cause. However, the government, determined to assert its authority, dispatched federal agents to enforce the tax and quell the rebellion. This escalated tensions and threatened to turn the conflict into a full-scale confrontation between the farmers and the might of the federal government. But just as the situation seemed poised to erupt into violence, a figure emerged: the nation's first president, George Washington. Recognizing the gravity of the situation, President Washington sought a peaceful resolution. He mobilized a military force to suppress the rebellion, demonstrating the authority of the federal government while also extending an olive branch to the farmers. Picture President Washington riding at the head of the military column, making his way through the countryside. The sight of his presence and the willingness to engage in dialogue diffused the tension, offering a path towards reconciliation. Ultimately, the Whiskey Rebellion would not be remembered for its battles or bloodshed, but for the triumph of reason and compromise. President Washington's willingness to listen and understand the concerns of the farmers led to a resolution that preserved both the authority of the federal government and the individual liberties of the citizens. As you relax and let go of the worries of the day, let the story of the Whiskey Rebellion guide you into a peaceful slumber. Reflect on the power of dialogue and the ability to find common ground, even in the face of seemingly insurmountable conflicts. The rebellion teaches us that through open communication and a willingness to seek understanding, differences can be bridged and solutions can be found. Release any lingering tensions or anxieties, knowing that the story of the Whiskey Rebellion is a reminder of the resilience of the human spirit and the power of peaceful resolution. Sleep peacefully, dear dreamer, and awaken with a renewed sense of hope, ready to face a new day with a commitment to dialogue, understanding, and the pursuit of a just society.